Hello everyone, welcome to Chem Analysis. This is my second lecture on lanthanide and actinide elements. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about the basic knowledge on lanthanide and actinide elements. There I have discussed about all the important points and concepts that you have to remember for the competitive exam basis. Now here I will mainly solve few questions that were asked in GATE examination on this topic. So if you have not watched the previous lecture, then please go to the description box. I have attached the link there. Please watch it. So let's start this question answer session. The first question was asked in GATE 2013 for 2 marks. It is asked that the correct electronic configuration and spin only magnetic moment for gadolinium 3+. Its atomic number is 64. Now the electronic configuration for gadolinium is xenon 4f7 5d1 6s2. Xenon is 54 and this is 10, that is 64. And if we want to calculate the electronic configuration for gadolinium 3+, it will attain the +3 oxygen state by eliminating the electrons first from 6s orbital, then from 5d orbital. So electronic configuration, and after that if oxidation occurs, then electron will eliminate from the 4f inner 4f orbital. That is the electronic configuration for gadolinium 3+ will be 4f7. And for lanthanide elements, as I have discussed in previous lecture, that the expression for mu effective is equal to Gj is equal into root over of J into J plus 1 Bohr magneton. Now for electronic configuration like F0, F7 and F14, the value of L, that is angular quantum number, is equal to 0. Since it is half filled or full filled or no electron, L will be 0. And for that reason J, that is equal to L plus minus S, will be equal to S. Since L here will be 0, so J equal to S. And if we consider the expression for Gj, that is 1 plus J into J plus 1 and if we put the value of J equal to S and L equal to 0, this expression will be like this. So value of G will be 2, and if we substitute this J to S, the expression will be mu effective equal to G J into S plus 1, and value of G is equal to 2. So it is none other the mu spin only values as like transition elements. As I have told in my previous video that for lanthanide elements, for such electronic configuration, mu effective is equal to mu spin only value. If we put the value for S, since it is 4f7, there is 7 unpaired electron, so in all the f orbital there will be 1 electron. In all the f orbital will be 1 electron, and so total number of unpaired electron is equal to 7, and S equal to 7 divided by 2. So if we put the value of S here, we will get if you solve this equation, you will get like this, and if you root mean square 63, then it will be 7.9, near about 7.9. It is Bohr magneton. So the magnetic moment for gadolinium 3 plus is 7.9 Bohr magneton, and its electronic configuration is xenon 4f7. So first option is the correct answer. So now see the next question. It came in GATE 2016 for 2 marks. It is given as the calculated and observed magnetic moments differ considerably for an aqua complex of lanthanide 3 plus ion as a result of low-lying states of higher J value. The ion among the following is which one? I also discussed this concept in my previous lecture, that for europium 3 plus ion and samarium 3 plus ion at room temperature, due to filling of low-lying states of higher J value, the observed magnetic moment is greater than the calculated from the Landé equation. This is the Landé equation, and for these two elements, due to filling of low-lying states having higher J value, if we calculate the magnetic moment, it will be higher than that calculated using this Landé equation, since this equation is for J populated for the ground state, that is J value for ground state population, and for the ground state J value is less, but for low-lying excited state, since J value is higher, the calculated magnetic moment will be higher. So we can say that among these 4 elements, europium 3 plus will be the element for which there will be a considerable difference between the calculated and observed magnetic moments. Is it clear? It is very easy question, and it came for 2 marks. The next question came in GATE 2018 for 2 marks. It is also a very easy question. It is given as generally the coordination number and the nature of the electronic absorption band FF transition of lanthanide 3 plus ion in their complexes are. As I have told previously that for lanthanide elements the coordination number is greater than equal to 6, and due to screening of the 4f orbital by the outer 5s2 and 5p6 electronic shell, the ligand field effect on the F electron will be very less, and for this reason the FF transition for lanthanide elements is sharp. So in this case the coordination number is greater than 6 and the FF transition is sharp. So option number A is the correct answer. So next go to the last question of this discussion. It came in GATE 2019 for 2 marks also. It is asked that the experimentally observed magnetic moment which match well with the spin only values for the pair of the aqueous ions. That is, from this pair we have to identify that pair for which the magnetic moment is equal to spin only values. Now for chromium, the electronic configuration for chromium 3 is D3, that is, if we consider it as in octahedral geometry, so it will be T2G3. So its magnetic moment will be for only spin only values, since there is no orbital contribution. If the T2G orbital is more than half filled or less than half filled, that is unsymmetrically filled, in that case there will be a contribution for orbital momentum of the electron, and in that case the magnetic moment will be higher than that calculated depending on only spin quantum number. So for this chromium 3 plus ion, magnetic moment is equal to spin only values. For gadolinium 3 plus, it is a lanthanide elements, and as I discussed previously that for lanthanide elements having electronic configuration that F0, F7 and F14, the mu effective, that is magnetic moment of the lanthanide, will be equal to mu spin only values. So for this case also magnetic moment is equal to mu spin only values. That is, we can see that the first option match with the given requirement, that is the magnetic moment is equal to spin only values. Let's see the remaining three options. That for cobalt 2, it is D7, and if it is in octahedral geometry, then the electronic configuration for high spin case it will be T2G5 Eg2, and since T2G orbital is unsymmetrically filled, so there will be orbital contribution and the magnetic moment will be greater than the spin only values. So magnetic moment will be greater than the mu spin only values. So option, but for gadolinium, magnetic moment, effective magnetic moment is equal to spin only values. Since this option is not satisfied, so option number B is not correct. For option number C, for chromium, it is okay that magnetic moment is equal to spin only values. For dysprosium, the electronic configuration for dysprosium 3 plus ion, it is not F0, F7 or F14. So for this case, mu effective will not be equal to mu spin only value, and in that case there will be contribution from orbital magnetic moment, and effective magnetic moment arises due to coupling between spin only values and orbital magnetic momentum. This spin contribution and orbital contribution. So mu effective will be greater than the spin only values. Just see the F electronic configuration for this dysprosium 3 plus ion. As I guess it will be F9. I am not sure about this. Just check from any literature, you will get the correct electronic configuration. So option number C is also not correct, since it is not valid. And for the last case, lutetium 3 plus, it is F14 electronic configuration system. So for this, mu effective is equal to mu spin only. But for the second option, terbium 3 plus, its D electronic configuration, F electronic configuration is F8. Since it does not satisfy this condition, so in this case also mu effective will not be equal to mu spin only values. So option number D is also not correct. So we can say that option number A is the correct choice. So that's all for this lecture. I will upload another video on the solution of previous year CSIR NET questions on this lanthanide and actinide series concepts. So if you like this lecture, then please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.